Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of an ink review. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you are having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Before we start, let's share this with our friends so that they can come and hang out with us too. At this time, I would encourage you to share this with your friends so that they can also come and hang out with us too. Just going to show you what I'm doing, so I'm not just sitting around. Share this to the Tumblr and the Reddit and the Blogger and the Pinterest and the X and the Meta. Alright, we are all shared out. So, today we are looking at a purple ink. This one is from Tom's Studio. Tom's Studio, Damson. It's a purple ink, kind of a dusty, murky purple. Okay, we'll put that off to the side. Here, and today's pen, we will be using the Serendipity with the oval broad nib. Hi, Gary Scott. How are you doing today? How you been? How you been? I have been fighting a little bit of a congestion going on. But other than that, I'm doing very well. Here is our ink of the day. I want to see if I can bring up the lights a little bit so we can kind of see. It does have a little bit of shading. Sorry, excuse me, a little bit of shading. It's a fairly dark ink. Purple. Nice. Here's our ink swatch. Water resistance test shows it has a very, very, very tiny amount of water resistance. I might not use this on outside of an envelope for fear it may wash away. And here is our toilet paper chromatography. It's definitely got purple in it, but then there's like this blue that's creeping out. So that's interesting. Okay, let's do a paper review. Okay, this is Eaton's Coruscable bound typewriter paper, 20 pounds. Excuse me for just a second. Sorry about that. I had to get my inhaler. I'm having a little bit of problems lately with my stupid lungs. Okay. Cotton fiber paper. A little bit of shading. No bleeding. A little bit of ghosting though. Alright, this is Copper Plate Graph Pad from JohnNealBooks.com. Fairly dark. No feathering, no bleeding. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Okay, this needs to move over. Alright, this is Maromon Demosthenes 80 GSM. Hi, Obs, how are you doing today? Bleeding through the page. No feathering though, so that's nice. Oh, and you'll be very excited to know that this is Hobonichi Techo Cousin. There's barely any ghosting, which is rare for this paper. Okay, this is Rhodia.pad 80 GSM. I've got a little bit of, I'm fighting a cough of some sort. No bleeding, no ghosting. Excellent. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. It's got a little bit of wiggle. No bleeding, a little bit of ghosting though. Oxford single subject notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. CVS caliber filler paper. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. I was supposed to go to the Los Angeles Pen Show this weekend, but I didn't because I was afraid that I was going to be sick again. I'm starting to go that way, but I'm trying to take all the vitamins and vitamin C that I can possibly handle, so that way I don't get sick. Alright, Pelican Hub notepad. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Kokuyo business paper. Nice, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. The Nanami 7C 68 GSM Tomoe Reverse, got a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, little micro bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. And the jot envelopes from the Dollar Tree. It's got a little bit of wiggle, and a little bit of micro bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. So I am debating whether I should cut these tabs off, because I don't know, or maybe I should cut them this way. I don't know. Anyway, there is Damson on that paper. This is Muji notebook paper. That's what that label looks like. Really nice. Hi, Alex. Did you go to the pen show? Was it nice? Are you at the pen show? A little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Archer Olive 160 GSM notebook paper. Beautiful. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Perfect. Alright, this is Anecdote notebook paper. There's what that label looks like. No feathering. A little bit of micro bleeding and ghosting. It was great. I'm so glad that you had a nice time. Yeah, the one of the reasons I didn't go was because I was supposed to get up early and go with my roommate to get her back injections done. And so I was forcing myself to get up earlier and earlier and earlier. And at the same time, I realized that I was getting sick. And I was like, oh no, this is going to be exactly what happened last year. And so I did not want to be sick at the pen show. And I'm not as sick as I was, but I can feel like I'm fighting something. Anyway, Ayush 100 GSM notebook paper. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. I want to try and find some more Ayush. Let's see. Ayush. Ooh, damn, that's expensive. 150 pages for pack of 2, so 100 pages for $32? No, honey, no. That's not a good price at all. They got a notebook, A5 notebook, 100 pages for $18. 200 sides. It's good paper. But I am running fairly low on this Ayush. It's only going to be around for a couple more months. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 24 is 48. 48 times 24, 48, 24, and 48. So 48 times 2, 48 times 2 is, oops, 192. 192, 48 times 2 is 96. Times 2 is 192. So about 192 pages left. 192 days left. Sorry. There's always Sunday if you still want to go. No, I don't think so. I'm having like a throat, and I don't want to get it. I don't want to get anyone sick, especially if it's naughty. Clairefontaine, 90 GSM, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of microbleeding and ghosting. The Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. Plus, I don't have any money. Like, I just paid my credit card bill, $200. A little bit of bleeding and ghosting. Have to pay off my credit card so I can move out of here. Alright, Wexford Walgreens Pharmacy. A little bit of feathering just right there. Can I have some focus, please? Focus. There we go. A little bit of feathering. One little micro dot of bleeding and barely any ghosting. Perfect. Midori MD paper. Not so much on the paper from there yesterday. The Moromon folks were there. Oh, that's cool. Was Jennifer the one that was doing the booth? Were you there when Jennifer gave away those pads? Barely any ghosting. Do I still have that pad? I don't even know. What am I stepping on? Oh. forgot a book. Yeah, here it is. So a lady named Jennifer came and gave us these A4 sized grid Maruman Namasani books. And I use these in my review. I mean, it's not my favorite paper, but it's not the worst either. Like, it could have been a lot worse. I'm very cross right now at Walmart for changing their recipe on their Pen and Gear heavyweight notebook paper. Beating them with a stick in my head. Daiso premium notebook paper. One little tiny feather. No bleeding, barely any ghosting. I had a windfall midweek, so had enough cash to get some Valentine's Day and anniversary presents for the wife. Oh, I bet Shireen really liked that. Did not see Jennifer. There were 3 people working the booth and it was insanely busy. I bet. 68 GSM, Tomoe River. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. It's too bad, like, people from Tomoe River couldn't have been there, you know? Or, like, Twisby. I don't know, you know, just... Hi, Will, how are you doing today? Spent some money at the Galen Leather booth. How nice. Zoistrum 1917 plain. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Yeah, the problem that I ran into the last time that I went was I had... Okay, that one's dead. I had things that I wanted, and I didn't find not one single thing that I wanted. I wanted a Noodler's Conrad, Hudson Bay, I wanted something specific. I wanted a dip nib, which I got. I got this beautiful dip nib from a pen friend. And then as soon as I got it home, one of the tines snapped off. So that was very disappointing. So I put my wet noodle nib, my wet noodle Yovo nib in there, and it's not very good. It's very disappointing. But the pen itself is gorgeous. It's mother of pearl. It's a Leroy Fairchild, which is a Victorian dip nib. I've been trying to find places that are willing to do the retipping, but they want hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I'm like, oh my god, I might as well get a brand new pen. What was the other thing that I wanted from the pen show? Can't remember. Oh, I was looking for O-rings. And like they had every freaking kind of O-ring than the kind that I wanted. I was like, are you people serious right now? I was looking for a little tiny O-ring to put on my Jinhao 992. But as soon as I showed them the ring, they're like, oh, we don't have anything that small. I'm like, you're in a fountain pen community. Why do you have... Wonder what tariffs will do to shipping costs on Chinese pens. Well, I don't know. All I know is it's going to be nightmare. It's going to be a nightmare. What was the other thing I was looking for? I was kind of disappointed because the entire show was focused, hyper-focused on vintage pens, vintage parts. I saw like 4 booths, 4 tables that year that had any modern pens at all. The Narwhal, Ethan Schoen, Pilot, and Platinum. Like, those were like the... Oh, Mont Blanc. I saw Mont Blanc. So, like, I saw very few people there. And it was mostly vintage. And, like, that's great and all fantastic. But, like, they need to have some modern people there, too. Oh, Jonathan Brooks. Jonathan Brooks was selling some of his pens. I was just shocked when I saw his table. They're just sprawled out. I'm like, oh my God. How do you make so many pens? There's just crazy amounts of pens. Anyway, so I was looking for the Conrad, and I looked for a vintage. I was looking for a vintage dip nib. The only thing that I walked out with was the vintage dip nib. And then I went online and I found its brother, or rather the set, which was a tinier Victorian dip nib. Leroy Fairchild. And so I got it. And the nib is beautiful. It's so smooth and just rides like butter. So I decided that this year I wasn't going to go to a pen show because, one, I wasn't feeling great and I didn't want to get anyone else sick if I was going to get sick. Also, 2, I didn't have any money. When I say I don't have any money, I mean that I'm saving money so I can move out of this wonderful establishment. So, grain of salt. It is my goal in the next year not to spend any money on fountain pens, ink, or paper. I bought 1 ink and I bought 1 pen this year. That's all I need. And hopefully in the next few months this will come. And it will be wonderful. I bought something that looks like the pen that I want, but I don't know if it's going to be the same size. It's a Glare Click President Piston Mechanism Ultraflex Chrome Clip fountain pen. This is what the Noodler's Conrad looks like. I'm just wondering about the nib housing. If it has a... I hope it doesn't have a nib housing. I hate nib housings. They always constrict the flow of the ink, which is the whole point of getting a piston, is so it doesn't constrict the flow of ink. I mean, if it's gonna come to a very tiny point, I mean, I might as well get a freaking cartridge converter pen. Sorry, I'm off on a tangent. These are the things that upset me. Sorry. Big sound. Kirkspear does guest appearance. Oh, nice. About 80 miles. All right. Yeah, Kirkspear's a really nice guy. We met him last year. Not last year, the year before. You know what I mean. Okay, let's take a look at this ink. Let's see if we have any comparisons. Let's see, why is this not being there? Uh-oh, I did forget one book. This is M. Choi 120 GSM notebook paper. And that's a little bit of feathering, a little bit of ghosting. Perfect. I have to rearrange those so they don't fall down. Okay. This video is going to seem very discombobulated for those of you who often watch my channel. I do apologize, but sometimes I get off on a tangent. Thanks a lot, Alex. Just kidding. Jonathan, he's a hoot. Wow, right off the bat. This one looks similar, but is not. I don't know what the heck is going on. These almost look the same color. This one's way darker. And carries lots of numerous. Nice, Alex. They carry ink exclusives. I'm not interested in ink. I'm interested in a pen. I never seen you anything but discombobulated. You're welcome. We did recruit a few folks for the OC Pen Club. Yes, that's very exciting. Did you see Matthew there? When did he say when the next club meeting was gonna be? Did you have a club meeting while you were there? I got a printer, so next year I am going to make little cards with OC Pen Club websites on it, so that way we can give them out to people who are interested in checking out the Pen Club. This lavender purple looks kind of close. I have sticky fingers. They're goopy, they're not sticky. Mont Blanc Amethyst Purple looks kind of close. Birmingham Pen Company Gooseberry looks kind of close. Summer Purple looks kind of close. Besides, anything that gets donated to the club gets a review. This Isingala Salix is a little bit more on the gray side. Everything that gets donated to the channel gets a review and then get put back in the OC Pen Club box. So, somebody donated a whole bunch of inks, which I am grateful for you loaning me. This purple Pizzazz is kind of close, except for I don't know why this is so light. That's better. Duh. Did not see Matthew. Too many people. Yeah, I saw the video. Did you see very, very tall person there? Yeah, we met a couple of Pierre Gustafson's friends the year that I went. Such a nice guy. And now that I'm thinking about him, I can't remember his name. Oh, shit. Can't remember his freaking name. I feel awful when I can't remember people's names. It's my worst habit. My worst trait is not being able to remember people's names. This Diamine Amazing Amethyst looks kind of close. And the 24 lilac looks kind of close too. Except this got a little bit of green sheen going on. And thank you. It's funny because when I go to the pen club, I have to try and encourage people to try and convince people that the bottled inks we have are new inks and that they should try them. Even though they may be old. Because the last time, not the recent one, but in September, we had a pen club meeting, and the pilot Iroshizuku Tsuji went like fire. Everybody wanted a sample, and I was like, why the hell does everyone want this ink? And when one of our friends told us that, oh, it's not being made anymore, and I was like, oh, I hope I still have a sample when I get home, because I just gave away the last little bit. And so this was how much I had left. And I was like, okay, I'll just go online and buy a sample. It took 4 months for them to realize that I hadn't been shipped an ink yet. And so I canceled the order, reordered. And now I have my own bottle of Pilot Suzuku 2G. And I put it in my Noodler's Conrad. And it is beautiful. It is amazing. It is fantastic. Why are you railroading? Don't railroad. I'll beat you with a stick. Isn't that pretty? How are you doing on the golden barrel search? Do we have to go there so early in the conversation? Oh. Let me see, where is it? So, I asked Colorverse when they were going to choose their inks for the color vent, and I am crossing my fingers and hoping to die or stick a needle in my eye that this Christmas star gets made into an ink, because it's perfect. It doesn't bleed through. It's sparkle plenty. I mean, just look at it. Oh my god, it's just mesmerizing. And it's beautiful. But it's not quite Golden Barrel. But I did manage to ink up Golden Barrel. I figure if I put it in a very thin nibbed pen, it'll last longer. I don't know if that's a fact, but I'm going to pretend it's a fact. So, And I gotta tell you right now, I like this one better than Golden Barrel. I don't know if I can even show you the complexity. They both got shimmer particles in. And like this one, Golden Barrel looks kind of darker, like a brownish gold. But this one looks like a bright, bright gold. See, this one actually looks kind of like a brownish gold. And this one looks like, where is it? So you can kind of see, this one looks like a brownish gold, and this one looks like a new gold. I need to polish this up a little. Even still, so shiny. Nope, out of ink. But yeah, I really like Christmas Star. It's beautiful. I did put a little bit of Noodler's Blue Ghost in it so I could have enough to do the review, but that's about what it looks like. And they're fairly close, but I like this one better. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Where would I get a cursive guide notebook with the cursive letters in it? Wanted it, but did not find one at the show. You got a printer? If you have a printer, you can go, oh God, what is the name of the site? Oh, I had it on the tip of my tongue and now it's gone. That's it, okay. So, if you go to Zanerian.com, 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 here it is. You can print out, there's all kinds of different lessons, and all you have to do is click here, click lesson, and it will take you to the, there's like tons of different lessons in here. Let's see, engrosser script, ornamental penmanship, engraver script. Or you could go to, I think it's cursive.com. Why is it doing this? File not found. Well, anyway, I will find the site. Yes, you have a printer. Okay, I have a PDF somewhere with cursive writing on it. I will find it and I will send it to you. Do I have your email address? If I send me your email on Facebook, and I will send you the PDF. And then you can print out as much as you want. Okie dokie. Or I can make you one if I don't have one. I'll figure out a way. Cursive is one of those things that they really don't explain a good amount to how to do it. So I will figure out a way. Or I can make a YouTube class about it. Anyway, I hope that I hope that helps. I will definitely look at this. I have a whole 10,000 websites or something to look through. I'll find it and then I'll send it to you. Okie dokie? Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my members: Cynthia, Rahul, Wealth K Witch, Arcboy, Vermilion T, Simply Obs, Lynette, and Wumble Bumblebee. If you'd like to become a member, you can do so for as low as 99 cents a month. Also, don't forget to check out the links in the description to my website. Join the calligraphy class, check out the paper reviews page, join the Discord, and if you'd like to save 10% off on your next order to Pen Boutique or Atlas Stationers, I'm an affiliate. When you use my link, you get a discount and I get a small commission so that I can make better content for all of you. That just leaves me to say, get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them, and I love you to pieces. Have a great day. Okay, love you, bye.